Hello boys, my name is Kuliyoshi and welcome back to my 100% blind playthrough of Metroid Dread. In the last episode we left off going to some previous stores and surprisingly meeting and beating a very vicious Kraid. That is Kraid, the guy from literally all the other... one of the apier monsters in these games, usually, and definitely lived up to that name. But anyways, we beat back him, and this allowed us to get access to a couple of items, and more importantly, we have our first suit upgrade. If you're wondering why Sam is different, that's because, yes, we now have various suit, which allows us to do a lot of powerful things, but we also have other things to unlock as well. For example, if we stand here, we can knock this wide beam door out of the way, which allows us to get into some different areas. Now, we previously ignored these zones because at first we couldn't really do much, even if we could, so we literally just ignored all enemies in the original zones and just tried to go through everything as fast as possible. But in doing so, we've learned quite a couple of things. First off, well, each enemy zone becomes normal and probably has a lot of items for us once we do get into stuff. Oh. What does this even have? If that block is there, then why would it be there? That means it's probably another bomb block. Another thing I just realized when doing this, I did not bring Morph Ball bombs with this. So I believe we still have to get those. Oh, it's another blue block. Wow, that block is appearing almost everywhere, and I'm gonna lie, I hate that so far. It's prevented us from getting a lot of the missile tanks. Second thought, maybe I did make a bad choice coming down here. Okay, but I am gonna make it worth my while. I'm gonna go down here, at least get some other items. No, that's not the one I wanted to go. Whoa! Hello! That was a really awkward road there. Yeah, I think loading the eye took quite a while to do. Okay, the only way back up is through this area instead. Big maze of some sorts, my goodness. Those guys have to be charge beamed, and I keep on forgetting about that because I tried to keep on hitting him with the regular beam and epically failing. Alright. I'm gonna skip this because it's still in the first zone. Until I get back to the regular zone, I'm not gonna save for a bit. Thanks to the game's more or less not too terrible save system, it's not terrible to get back to places you've been. Okay, I can't get that. That leaves this, which means we're probably going to be deadlocked here on what we're going to do. So on second thought, I'm going to actually begin heading right back out. Now, this is the beginning of the spot that I mentioned. I don't want to really show a lot of backtracking, so for purposes of your leisure, I'll be right back when I am at this teleporter. Oh boys, I'm back. As you can see, I've arrived at the teleporter. I did find one occurrence, but otherwise nothing really major, so clearly our next item is actually in Daron, since we've defeated both enemies here already. So we don't actually have any enemy zones that we can explore in here Or I guess Craterus for that matter either. We already got the items we need here, so I guess we're moving on to a different zone. I guess until I get all the items, I'm not going to be going back there for a while, so... This literally has turned into the game of we're going to get all major items, and then we're going to go back for everything. I did take a look at an idea of how fast this game is. People have been in 2 hours. But that's any percent. That doesn't necessarily account for getting all of the items, so we still have that to deal with. Alright, well... We can't get back there, obviously, so... We have to go through this lawn area again. This is still a pretty difficult area, so we're going to save. Now, I'm not showing this version of the backtracking, even though I could have. Because, well, one, I haven't been through the area a lot, and two, I've already mentioned something I'm not sure if I've mentioned in the previous video, but I am going to now be doing this 100% playthrough with something completely different. Instead of doing the playthrough normally, I'll be doing that with the intent of going fast. This means some very strange strategies might be used. And yeah, sure enough, I can do it. Alright. And what that means is, because those guys pretty much block me off, the only way to really get through them is to literally damage boost across them. So there, what you saw there, that was literally the first time we've ever used a damage boost to get across the stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty crazy. Fortunately, we can't go back the way we came. I hope we can at least get back somewhere else, because we can't really get back through ever stuff. Oh, yeah, sure enough, here's a secret passageway. Okay, that wasn't that terribly hard to find, I guess. I guess having diffusion beam kind of helps. See, look, that wasn't even that long. We're already back at Daron. Alright, so Daron's gonna have our next item, which means after getting that, we'll be able to defeat our third enemy. Well, I guess fourth, since we defeated one very early on in the game, and then we defeated one in each area except Daron so far. So now we have to defeat Daron's Emmy. Which means we are almost to the end, but we do have some other stuff to get. Eventually there is another teleporter we'll unlock to. We haven't unlocked it yet, but there is a yellow teleporter that I found while I was exploring the area. So we will have a shortcut back to Arteria, but for now, we're going to do other stuff. I'm not going to say that that didn't fail, though. We did get a couple of items in that, but it took a little bit too long to unlock. So, as with the staple of many Metroid games, I think I'm going to actually follow what the game wants us to do. So we're going to head into here because of that. Hey, not the best way to start off, but at least we escaped that. Oh boy, we can't get that. I guess we could, but we need lava to that. Yeah, I think the safest way is to just completely ignore that altogether. So, if we read the items info correctly, that means we can't even get through any of these rooms until we have other stuff. Oh, okay. Hello, Mr. What's your name, Adam, or whatever. This is the first time we've heard about you in a while. Yeah, it is Am.
Appears to be a biological research laboratory. You have already reactivated one generator in this area. There is another sector above you still suffering from the blackout. Find the next generator and reactivate it. You are slowly recovering your abilities. I have still not established what happened to you physically. Don't let your guard down. Your primary objective is to survive. Proceed with the utmost care.
Yeah, that seems simple enough. Survive with the utmost care, which I'll definitely try to do. Thanks, Adam. Not really much else we can do, though. Oh, jeez, that's probably gonna hit me, right? Yeah. Great. This is gonna be Ooh, okay, well, that was not as bad as I first thought. Alright. We have an item here. Alright, so purple is only energy, while orange is only ammo, and yellow is full recharge. Gotta remember that. Now, okay. So this is another Emmy area, but this time, this middle zone is where we want to aim for. It's good that we know where to go in a particular Emmy zone, because then that means we can just go directly to that area. Alright. Oop, there he is. Of course, as you go through more of the zone, you figure out where the Emmy actually is. Jeez, he's going really fast. I think they amped up the speed of these jerks. Because, he was moving way too fast for me there. So we have to use our Phantom Cloak clearly a bit more. We also lose the access to this area's ability. Now we're on the wall. Yeah. Okay, I'm waiting for him. You can slide under them, apparently, as well. This is my... As you can see, this is clearly my least favorite part of the game, because actually avoiding the enemy is kind of tough. Alright. Most of this is to just try and get to the central unit as soon as possible, but it's not easy. Especially when, once the enemy actually spots you, you won't know what to do until it's too late. Oh, jeez. Okay, we escaped him that time, but we did not go around the right way, which is not fun. We can't go around that way either, which would lead us to the right section. Oh, he found us. Now we have to escape. The fact that this is even an instant game over makes it especially annoying, because every time you do that, we run all the way back to the beginning area where the enemy first appears. And how are we supposed to know where to go? Like, yeah. So as you notice, this is going to be a lot of trial and error on what to do. So to ensure that I actually know where to go, I probably should actually start making save point stuff. Also, that's twice now we've been blocked off of them. Not only that, but this is a really long zone. It seems like it doesn't end until we reach that middle unit. Not gonna lie, that makes it extra annoying. Oh, you can see where it is, too. If it's on screen, it'll appear as a red dot. Oh, we found safety. Finally. I was waiting, like, more than 90% of the time to get to this. Oh. Oh, frickin' heck. Finally. I was starting to get worried. We'd almost never get out in time, but we found a little sneaky shortcut that allows us to at least attempt to go there. Ooh, but we can't actually go in it. Okay, so all that really did for us is add sort of a warp point. So it's unfortunately not somewhere where we can go right now, but thanks to this zone and being able to enter it, the reason why I said yes, because this has activated a warp point, so now if we die, we'll go back to here instead of having to do the entire zone over again. So now I have to use that to actually figure out what to do. And I just realized that this entire area I've been going around with on purple and something else other than that. It's a trap. My goodness. Of course it's a trap. No matter what I do, I can't actually escape this area. So it looks like this is actually where we need to go. So this is where we're going to be going next. Okay, we can still move at a decent pace, but when we have the Phantom Coat, we do move slowly. So we will have to, at some point, do stuff. Now, if we do get found like this, we can't really do anything until after it escapes. I like that there's lots of these little movement things over there. That allows us to escape the enemy just fine. Okay. That's a safe zone we could have, but again, we're kind of stuck. I know we have to go here. I know for a fact we have to go here, but we cannot go in there. Okay, that's an EMI exclusive valve. We can't go in that. And that is something we haven't found yet. Wait, is the hidden item in there the actual zone we need to go? Oh, I hate that I can never go out. Oh. I need to reveal myself for at least a second so I can actually get through this. Thankfully this lasts for a long time. If this didn't last for a good amount of time, then I would be stuck wandering around aimlessly, wondering what to even do. So, looks like we have to find yet another way around Daron. Right now, the only way we can go into is through here. Alright. Ugh. Oh, friggin' that. Okay, this area's got... Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This area is so far the most annoying area ever. Ugh. I'm not gonna say that enough. Like, I've gone in literally every zone I possibly could, and not a single spot have I found a way to get through this. So that means our actual item is, funnily enough, gonna be on top there. Which is a bit obnoxious because I thought that would be a requirement, but I guess not. I'm gonna actually take this on purpose, just so I can work back to the spot, because, again, that's another one of the load points as far as I know, so it should take me back there. Knowing the game. Yeah, okay, good. Ooh, wrong button. Very good. No progress sauce, and we can continue just fine. Alright, now we have to go here. And yes, they really do upgrade it as you go further into the game. Like, suddenly now the enemies are moving extremely fast all of a sudden. There is not a good way to avoid them. Like, I like how, like, literally within 15 minutes, the enemy is already caught up to us. So more than ever now, we suddenly have to use the Phantom Cloak nearly twice as much as we were able to use it before. Okay, well, darn it, I used it too long. Can't use it anymore. I'm gonna try to ignore it this time. Okay, ignored it that time and it worked out. Alright. Oh, jeez. Ugh. Is there any good safe zones here? I've literally gone into every single zone so far, and every single time it's had blocked by something else or blocked by missile. Honestly, this is getting really screwy, and now suddenly I'm low energy on top of this. That does not make it any easier. I don't remember the last time I take a full save, so I may have to redo a lot of this to see that I happen to die. Literally both of these areas were traps, and then I meet another one on top of that. Okay. This can't all be traps, right? Okay, there we go. Bit more look at it and found a way to go. Finally. It took forever to do this, though. Not gonna lie. And I still have pretty low health, so I'm gonna have to be very quick on how I do things. Okay. Wait a minute. I still can't use that thing, but at least now I found out that not all of the areas are empty. But at the same point, I don't know any way to go on now. Ugh. My apologies, I'm actually a bit more frustrated this time. Normally I find these games to be not as stressful, but when you're trying to do it blind, literally not knowing where to go, okay, well, it's not all terrible, but still. It seems like we're not going to be able to go anywhere until the power actually turns back on. We can shoot him through the wall, I just realized. So we could start using that, I guess, more often than not. Oh, ooh. That could have been a really useful room, but unfortunately, it's also turned off. Okay, well, based off of the agreements that I found, or I don't know why I'm talking that, I know now that this is the way to go. So at least we found the way to go, but man, did it take a long time to figure out. If we have to redo that enemy zone again, that'll be very terrible. So I am, because of my energy, I'm gonna shoot my way through here much slower than I usually do. That is a trap. Okay, so we have no choice but to go down. I guess what that means by safety is simply just shooting, or at least holding a charge while I move. And the moment I see something, I just shoot it down. That's it. Oh, here it is. Freaking finally. Ugh, that's a little bit longer than I wanted to. But at the same point, it could still and done as bad. Alright, so now this area of Daron is now online. And this allows us to explore more of the area, but then... Ooh, the area that I just explored literally became a code trap. This game has more tricks up it than I thought. Now all of a sudden, this area has become a trap, and now we can't go here until we acquire the second suit. So that means we're gonna have to acquire that next suit pretty soon. Anyways, total recharge complete. It's about time I found this. It's been taking quite a while to find all this. We can shoot this guy through the wall now that we have that, so it's not gonna be too bad, I guess. Alright. Oh, okay, all this was just for a map station, unfortunately. But I guess that's useful in its own way, because, well, we still haven't really know where to go. With this map, we can actually find a good way on how we're supposed to go to the area. There we go. So, now the blue icons will tell us where we could potentially go. But we still can't go into cold rooms. And we have... Oh, there is the bomb. Right as soon as I got out of this, too. Bomb is now acquired. I was about to say... A bomb that can be used while in Morph Ball form. Set a bomb placed Y while in Morph Ball flame, bomb body, cells, or hidden box. Sound face can also activate Morph Ball launchers with a bomb blast. Okay, so that's what that's called. That is known as a Morph Ball launcher. Oh. But this is unusual. We head into the room and suddenly it's trapped. Oh, well, no reason to really do anything here. Okay. Alright. Nice find there. Okay. That was honestly really cool. Now we finally found what to do. Literally, we got yeeted to the side of that thing, whatever that was. Oh, that was so funny to watch. Alright, well, now we have to reach the central unit, obviously, and there's still no really easy way there. So, now that we've activated that, though, there is one place we can go. Oh, we have a jerk bot now. That guy was not there before. Now, I found out only a few hours ago, but that jerk bot is a very powerful bot that'll do around 90-ish damage. Whoa. I did not want to go into the enemy zone right away. I actually wanted to go down and through here first, because I'm pretty sure we can't go down here, yeah. So we actually have to go through here, so we're gonna go here first. Oh, I keep forgetting which button is bomb on this. Alright, well, our save point. Ooh, okay. Alright, now we've made some decent progress that we finally found where to go. Not gonna lie, it was pretty difficult to do that, not knowing where to go. But another save, and now we can go through this chute. Looks like these are unfortunately one way, but now this is not going to be all bad. We can get one save point here, and I just realized something. I might not be able to do this all the way through either. Okay, I'm going to activate this right off the bat here, because this will allow me to actually go through this and not have the enemy see me right away. Now, there are a lot of obnoxious stuff here. Like, all those explosions there, anything that damages me basically turns it off. So those guys were the actual jerks there. If I had not gotten hit by them, then maybe I could have gone through. But, whoop. Okay, so when you first enter a zone, I just realized... I like how it just told us about the now that... Oh, excuse me, I need to be faster than this. Whew, okay, escaped that time. Okay, I'm gonna have to slide under that using ball if I don't want to take any unnecessary damage. Oh. This is a lot more obnoxious this time around. Okay, got through him this time. Oh, this is another hidden area. But now there's one down here as well. This time around, I do want to try and take out the central unit, so I'll first check. Oh, Emmy value. Okay, that automatically stops my assumption. So this is, once again, required. So, yet another new zone we're going to be exploring. Of course, once I figure out more about these zones, I learn more. Barania? Ooh. What is with these names? Okay, so we have to find whatever warp zone is over here to get to the next spot. So, I guess we're doing that again. And by the way, I did check to see if there were any updates. Because this game is out pretty early on, though, this game's currently in its 1.0 state, which means this is the first release version of the game. If for some reason it does get updated, I will not change it just so I could see what's going on. Goodness, we have like a rainstorm going on here. Okay, so this is the ocean area. That is an interesting way to block off an item. I'm not gonna lie, whenever I get an energy item that blocks off the stuff, then it just makes it especially more obnoxious. See what this is useful for now. Speed booster again. There's been so many speed booster blocks. That means speed booster is probably the next item we're gonna get, because they can't block off all of this area. It would get pretty ridiculous after a while. Ooh. Alright. Well, clearly this is the way to go. So, we kind of just jumped zones, and after doing other stuff, we now are in a completely different...
Levels of Garenia are mostly submerged. You will need your gravity suit to operate there at full efficiency. Abilities such as the grapple beam or space jump will help you maneuver underwater to an extent. Find them as soon as possible.
I will try my best, but I can't say it'll probably not be easy to acquire, though. Oh, what the heck is that? Excuse me while I figure out what to deal with. That is a very, very, very obnoxious enemy. I'm just gonna try and avoid him. Enemies like that should definitely be avoided. Because otherwise it just gets really obnoxious having an enemy that could just do that to you. And yes, I did try and kill it, and it didn't really do much. Alright. Still only have 2 energy tanks. Until then, until we get more energy tanks, we're gonna be pretty weak for most of the game. We have plenty of missiles, but not any energy. Alright. Now, one of the biggest changes is we weren't able to really do anything here. Now that we have bombs, we can actually kill the enemies that previously hurt us the last time. Alright, well... Oh, there it is. I found an energy tank, finally, after, like, who knows how long it was before we got one. Alright. But we're gonna have to do a jump around. Ooh, even more. They're not making this easy. We can't jump off anything either. Ah. Forget gravity suit and space jump, like, they can, what's this? Okay, the game's not letting me through there freely, unfortunately. Alright. Found a save point, not bad. This allows us to reset if we die, but we still need a heal nonetheless. I like how we finally found a healing item, and yet we still can't use it due to not having the right items. There's gotta be a way to avoid those doors at some point. Otherwise, I'm not sure if we'll have anywhere to go after a while. Okay. Ignore that guy. Okay, that's how we take him out. Alright, so that requires another beam upgrade. What's he gonna do? Well, we're not gonna find that out, clearly, because he was defeated rather quickly. Oh, wow, look at this. Okay, this one we might find out about. Oh my goodness. We could have gotten that pretty early if we had fallen in the right spot, but we didn't. Of course. We can shoot for walls, so I don't see why we should just hide behind walls and kill most of the enemies. Alright. They bring back lots of stuff, like the cold areas, not a lot of people remember about, but those mainly took place in a game known as Metroid Fusion, which is a game similar to this, except instead of just taking out all of the enemies and a bunch of other stuff, you have to take care of a series of enemies known as, I actually kind of forget, oh yeah, that's right, the, freaking X guys, X Parasite, I'm just gonna call it that, X Parasite. Yeah, you have to deal with the X, and there was one point where, at one point, you have to kill multiple of the X-Parasite to move on to certain areas of the game. And they have a similar thing, except in this game, it's Emmys, and you have to kill each Emmy first. And each of those give you major items. Ooh, we have a cutscene. With probably a very important item. Okay, we just got something. Alright. Alright, we got a major item. What is it? Flash shift. Okay, that must be what the awkward blue thing is. Okay, that's a combat Aeon that allows Samus to instantly move backward to set distance. With full Aeon, hold A for flash shift. A to prepare for flash shift. That's tilt F forward to instantly move in that direction. Alternately, press A while moving with L. This ability can be used in there as well. Power up to do initial sash sense, tilting back at it. Using a flash shift will assume the full Aeon games. As if shift will shoot. Using a flash gauge will consume the full Aeon gauge. Additional flash shifts should consume no further Aeon. So, what was that again? Hold A to prepare pass it. That's tilt forward or backward to move instantly in that direction. Then press A while moving with L. There we go. Alright, so that gets us past those weird blocking doors, and I guess is also sort of a speed booster as well. And I guess that's really important because now using that we can actually get our item that we were previously unable to get. But we need full Aeon to actually acquire that, so it's not easy by any means. I hate missing certain things, so... Ah! Like me, I still can't do that. Okay. Looks like it does not work underwater. Confirmed. I'm still pretty sure I can get that. I just need to move a bit better. And I've so far not been moving good. The biggest important thing, though, is we can now get that energy tank we weren't able to get earlier. And this allows us to actually get to slightly higher energy. We'll still need quite a bit more, but at least now we won't die I almost instantly or have very little energy to work with, at least. I guess we can also check what this Steam door is. Alright. And yes, this is completely new to this game. I just realized it is A instead of L. While this allows for some fast movement past certain areas, as we can use multiple of them rather quickly. Which means go fast mode has now been unlocked, basically. That's basically what I'm saying. It'll also get us out of the way of those freaking enemies much easier. More importantly, we could use that to grab our third energy tank. Nice. Finally, at 3 tanks. This is where the game starts to not become as stressful, because until then, you have a lot of less health than you do in other times. We still have to find that weird, mysterious thing or whatever, including teleporter and whatnot, but we still have quite a bit ways to explore. Alright. And unlike the other setups, using multiple of these does not block us off in a way where if we use one, it'll consume energy, which means it actually never consumes energy, and as a result, will be easier to use than other beams. Of course, we do still have the problem of when we go underwater, we can't use it. It's kind of sad that we did have to go here even at all, but again, this area is absolutely required to aim at some point, and we can't just skip everything. Okay, so these guys don't have an attack, instead they just charge right at you. That means we can actually just ignore them and they'll be fine. I just realized we should be able to use a lot more bomb block stuff. Because we could explore more of this zone, but there's not a lot we can explore. All that for a trap and a half. That's annoying. Of course, now we have the bombs. A lot of the bomb stuff will also become bomb blocked as well. Alright. Really? This entire zone is a trap. I could have thought for sure that our item, or a teleporter at least, to get back to Daron would be right here, but clearly that isn't the case here, and now we're kind of stuck here for a bit. Okay, well, we can get out. It's just not nice that we have to go through it the long way to get back, and we still need that teleporter. Based off of the way it was located, our next destination should be right around here. We can shoot that through the wall. Yeah, here it is. Alright, here's the secret teleporter back to Daron. This will allow us to take out yet another enemy, and then probably the boss of Daron. Because we defeated 2 bosses, but we haven't defeated the boss of Daron yet, so we still have to figure out what that guy is. Well, okay. At least we're going through the game a lot easier. And I also know now that we can't even go back to Arteria even at all. Pretty much we need to get all major items and then go back to beat the game. That's what the game wants us to do, at least. There are probably skips for that, as I know, but as is a blind playthrough, I'm not going to find any unless I happen to find them by accident, which is not likely at all. The only trick I've really learned so far is, is being able to, like, do this extra stuff, and that's about it. Is this a bomb? Clearly not. I also realized if it doesn't have a hidden icon, then that means there's probably not something hidden here either. We still haven't gotten Speed Booster. That means by default, Speed Booster is probably going to be our next item. And then Gravity Suit, and then Space Jump probably very quickly afterwards. Sooner we can take this guy out, I think the better. Alright. So now we're close to the teleport, which means unless we can't get up to it, this will be our final push against the enemy. Now we can actually take it out that we're in this zone. But knowing me, we'll probably have to go to this enemy zone door first, but how am I supposed to know that he's right on my tail? Well, okay. Well, that fixed that problem. Alright. He's right there, too. Ah. I can hack. Can't go in there. Need the beam for that. Ah, frick me. This is kind of annoying. Honestly, anything that's an enemy zone just makes it much more difficult. Ah! I can't do this properly! I'm trying to do a trick where I kind of just jump up a lot of stuff, but it's not working out. Alright, let's Phantom Cloak through this. A classic. There's a barrier door right in the way where we have to go. We have no other choice but to go for here instead. And we need speed booster. Oh, frick me. Oh, man. That means we have to go through this lawn section all the way over there just to get to that. Oh, man. Ah, well, suddenly this area just became, what, nearly 3 times as difficult. So not only do I have to avoid an already very powerful Emmy, but now I have to avoid the other zones, too. Not gonna lie, this makes things more annoying, because now I have to explore more of the area just to get to the area where the Emmy will be. I don't even know if the Emmy will be in the area immediately or not, too. The good news is if I do hear that mysterious sound, that means that he's probably close by. But beyond that, I have really no way of telling until the last minute. Okay, here's our... Okay, we finally found the way to the central chamber. First part, now second part. These don't really do as much damage, so I could ignore them if I wanted to. But, there we go. Alright. Alright. Phew! That was a long way to go just to get this vein. I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was gonna get worried even more, but we got our Omega Beam back, which means we can now destroy this Emmy, which is probably gonna give us the item we need. Alright. Hopefully we can get him quickly. So now we've destroyed this again, that means the Emmy will immediately be alerted to our position, so we need to find a good spot to yeet him out of existence, at which point we can then actually do stuff. Don't see any good way to do it from here, so I'm gonna probably start by... I like how, despite revealing the core, you still can't, skip doing that attack if you are not it enough. Oh, this is way better, probably. We did not reveal that soon enough. And in case you're wondering, if you ever read a tip on this game saying, how do you defeat the enemies, like how do you counterattack? That's because the actual time they counterattack is more or less random. We pretty much have to guess when they're gonna attack. Oh great, that's not a good way to start off. Frick me. Oh, there we go. Now we could slide under it. Now we can... Okay, there we go. Now we can actually slide under it, at which point we can then blow its head off like that, and there we go. That took a lot longer than it needed to, but we defeated the enemy, finally. We got really lucky at that counter. Alright. We've gotten even more powerful. There's the speed booster. No wonder why it was so fast. It had speed booster on it. That's a bit unfair if you ask me. Allows Samus to dash at supersonic speed after a short build-up. Plus L once while running to ready to speed booster. Continue running a certain dash and a speed booster will activate it. While active, any enemies in Samus path will be damaged and any speed booster box will be destroyed. In addition, while the speed booster is active, so it sails out in a set direction using a sign spark, tilt left down while the speed booster is active to ready sign spark. Once ready, press B to activate it before tilting L in any direction. Propel Samus in that direction. So now we get fast mode basically. Like, I love that. Just yeet and yeet ourselves across the entirety of the room. Well, now we can have a lot more fun, because now we have Speed Booster, we can actually do a lot of important things. Particularly, we still need to defeat the boss of this area. That's what I'm going to probably go for next. And then at this point, I think we need to go back to Berenia. Or I guess go back to Berenia after acquiring the gravity suit. Now, the Speed Booster is arguably the coolest power-up in the entire game. Literally, activate it and then you just go super fast. Like, we just yeeted ourselves through the box there, which is really cool. And I've been waiting a long time to get this, too. Okay, that's only an ammo recharge, but we definitely needed it. Alright. Well, now that that's done, we're finally mostly done with Daron. In fact, there's very little we can do here now. I think our next zone will probably take us either backwards or forwards to our area to get Gravity Suit. But at this point, I'm actually going to end the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this blind playthrough so far. It's been getting a bit intense, not gonna lie, but we like if you enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe, and in the next video, maybe perhaps we will find ways of doing stuff. Until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye.